Today, we're going to work on a yoga warrior sequence. And a lot of this works with the lower body, incorporating the upper body, incorporating breath work like we do in everything that we do, and incorporating strength, balance, all that good stuff. So we're going to start on the floor like we always do. I'm just going to have you place both your hands in front of you and just slowly crawl out, kind of get into that child's pose that starts with the knees together, and just stretch out those arms. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and one more deep inhale as you stretch those arms a little further and lower the forehead to the floor. And exhale. And as we inhale, we slowly raise, rolling those shoulders back away from the ears. Deep inhale, reaching up with the hands. And just a nice stretch up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, we bring the palms down. We're going to tuck the toes under and come up into a down dog to start off today. So the toes come tucked under. The hips get pushed back to the sky, and with a slight bend in those knees, we just lean forward and exhale. And on the inhale, we're just going to walk those hands up and slowly roll up. Deep inhale, raising the arms to the sky. And exhale, arms come down. And we're going to step that right foot forward and go into Warrior One pose. And in our Warrior One pose, it's an open hip pose. So our front foot is faced forward, going towards the wall, and our back foot is faced towards the screen here. And we're going to go ahead and open up those hips. Deep inhale, raise the arms, and then we twist and pivot and come into Warrior One. Big inhale. Exhale a little deeper in the pose if you can. We want to make sure our knee is not over that front toe. We want to make sure we're lifting through the upper body and rolling the shoulders back away from the ears. Energy through the fingertips. Inhale, deep inhale. Exhale, leaning just a little bit farther into the pose. One more deep inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to lower the arms and come into that Warrior Two pose. So we're shoulder height. Arms are open. Legs are in the same as our Warrior One. And we're just going to go ahead and look over that front hand. And we're going to take another deep inhale, rolling those shoulders back away from the ears, lengthening through the neck. And exhale, holding that pose just a little bit longer. Deep inhale. And on that exhale this time, we're going to roll that arm forward over the head. Right arm comes down. And we want that straight line there, diagonal line there in the body, through the body, reaching through the arm, stretching through the side of the body. Deep inhale, and another exhale, pulling the belly in, lengthening the spine. Big inhale, then another exhale, lengthening through the neck. We're going to inhale one more time, and on that exhale, we're going to roll the body the other way, moving the arms so the right arm comes overhead. Keeping that bend in the right leg, stretching the right arm over the head, and the left arm can go where it's comfortable. It can come here. It can eventually come around the back. And we're just going to feel that stretch through the body, feeling that work in that front leg. Big, deep inhale. And exhale, we're going to roll forward, placing that right hand down on the mat. Left arm comes up. I like to scoot my back leg just a little bit forward here, stretching through the arms. I want to create that T in my arms. arms here, lengthening the neck, coming out of my shoulders. And if you can, we're going to start to straighten that front leg. Keep a nice soft bend in the knee, just stretching through the chest, lengthening through the fingertips. Big, deep inhale. And another exhale. And we're going to go one more inhale, pulling that belly in, lengthening that neck. And on that exhale, we're going to lower the left hand. We're going to stack it and place it where the right hand is. We're going to go into a nice low lunge. And we're going to twist the body and raise the right arm. So, a little bit of difficulty in this pose. Working the legs, hamstrings, stretching through the arms, lengthening through the fingertips. Big inhale, lengthening through the neck. And exhale. And one more deep inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to bring that right arm down. We're going to place it inside the right foot. Left arm comes a little bit out to the left side. And we're going to lower that left knee, flip that left foot over, and on the inhale, we're going to roll up through the spine and raise those arms and come into that low lunge. And we're just slowly putting pressure into that right leg, making sure the knee never goes over the toe, and lifting through the abdomen, lifting through the fingertips, and just feeling that stretch. Big, deep inhale. And exhale. And one more deep inhale. And then on that exhale, we're going to shift the weight back into that back left leg. Front foot's going to flex. And I'm going to hinge at my hips and roll forward and just get that stretch in that front leg. Half split. Soften the knee. And let's just stay here and stretch and breathe. Big inhale, we're going to roll back into that low lunge, lifting the arms. Deep inhale as the arms raise and we pull those shoulders, rolling those shoulders away from the ears, lifting through the fingertips. And on the exhale, we're going to rock that weight, shift that weight back again into that back leg and roll forward into the front leg. Lowering the head, stretching into that half split. Big inhale. And this time on the exhale, we're going to bring that right leg back to join our left leg. Placing the feet together, opening up the knees. We're going to take a big inhale and we're going to shift those hips back into child's pose. Arms stretch out, lengthening in front of us. Forehead comes down to the mat. Spine and neck on one great straight line, rolling those ears away. And staying here and just feeling that stretch on the floor. Forehead comes down to the mat. Big deep inhale. This becomes our resting pose with the exhale before we go into that left side. One more big deep inhale. And exhale. And this next time on the inhale, we're going to shift those hips back up to the sky, bring those knees around. We're just going to turn around here. I'm going to tuck my toes under one more time, and I'm going to push my hips back and come up into that down dog with my knees soft and walk those feet forward. Big deep inhale as we roll up and raise to the sky. And exhale, arms come down. We're going to take that left foot, point it towards the wall. Right foot opens up, point it in this direction. Hips get open, opening up those hips. Our warrior one pose is an open hip pose. And making sure that front knee doesn't bend past that front toe, staying soft in the knees. We raise the arms and twist into that warrior one. Rolling the shoulders back away from the ears, lifting through the fingertips. Big deep inhale. Exhale, melting into the pose, lengthening through the spine and the neck. Big deep inhale, energy shooting through the fingertips up to the sky. And on the exhale, we lower the arms, bring them out to the side into that warrior two. Hips stay open. And we look and shift our gaze over the front hand. Big deep inhale. And exhale. One more big deep inhale. And on this exhale, we roll that right arm over the head, creating that long line and stretch through the right side of the body, lengthening through the neck and the spine. Big inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to go ahead and roll to that back leg. Lifting the left arm up overhead and getting that stretch through the left side of the body. Big deep inhale. Right arm can come around the back. It can rest here, wherever you're comfortable. And on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and roll the body forward one more time, taking that left hand down to the floor, inside the left foot, and raising the right arm up to the sky. And if you can, we're going to slowly start to straighten that front leg, keeping the knee soft, stretching through the arms, creating that T shape, lengthening through the fingertips, and lengthening, taking the tension out of the neck. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, the right arm comes down, stacks where the left hand is, and we lower into that left lunge, twisting that upper body and raising the left arm. So another big deep inhale here. And an exhale. One more deep inhale. And on that exhale, we bring the left hand down, inside the left foot. And we are going to slowly lower that right knee. On the inhale, we're shifting the weight forward, making sure the knee never comes over the toe. Opening up the hips, rolling the shoulders back away from the ears and lifting the arms up to the sky. Shoulders come away from the ears. Fingertips shooting energy to the sky. Big deep inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to shift the weight back. Come into that nice half split, flexing the front foot. Folding the body forward and getting into that half split stretch. Soft knee, feeling it in the hamstrings. One more big deep inhale. And exhale, we shift again into that low lunge, shifting the weight forward, making sure the knee doesn't come over the toe. Lifting with the arms, lifting the upper body, up, bringing the weight up out of the lower body, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Big deep inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to roll those hips back, roll the upper body forward again, slight bend in that front knee, coming into that half split, flexing the foot, feeling that stretch, keeping the knee soft. One more big deep inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring that left leg back to join the right and go into our resting pose. So our feet come together, toes stay together, knees open up. Big inhale, and on that exhale, we're just going to shift the weight back in our hips. Lengthening the arms overhead. Lowering the forehead to the mat. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, lengthening through the neck and the spine. Big, deep inhale. And one more exhale. Big inhale. And one more exhale. And this time on the inhale, we're going to shift that weight back forward. Tucking those toes under. Pushing the hips up to the sky and to down dog. Soft knees lengthening through the neck. And walking the hands up. And this time we're going to stay here, keeping those knees soft. Hands should be down to the mat. If you have to bend more at the knees, crawling the fingertips out in front of you and lengthening through the neck. And we're going to shift that weight from our heels. Open up those feet just a little bit. We're going to shift that weight from our heels to the balls of our feet. Leaning forward, putting more of the balance in our fingertips here and lengthening, taking the tension out of our neck. And then gently, we grab the elbows. And we're just going to let that upper body hang. So taking the weight out of the heels, upper body becomes almost weightless here. Soft, soft knees always. And just hanging in that ragdoll pose. Couple inhale, exhales here. And on this next inhale, we're going to slowly roll the body up. Rolling up through the spine, lifting through the arms, reaching for the sky. And on the exhale, the arms come back down. Okay. We're going to continue working the legs here. So our legs are shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do is open them up and point those toes outward. And as I kind of scoot my feet out, just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Big deep inhale, and I'm going to lower into those legs. Coming into that wide goddess pose. Lengthening through the spine, shifting the weight back just a little bit, rolling the shoulders back away from the ears. Soft, soft in the knees. Big inhale, raising those arms to the sky. And exhale, the arms come back down. Gently placing the hands on the knees. One more big inhale here. Woo! One more big inhale here. Don't fall like I did. And then we're going to take that right shoulder and we're just going to bring it forward just as far as you can go here. Just a gentle push on that outside leg, and the shoulder lowers forward. Big twist in that upper body. Inhale, come back to center. And then on that exhale, we're going to lower that left shoulder. Working the legs still here. Lowering the head, just stretching through that goddess pose. Inhale, we come back to center. Exhale, we raise the arms one more time. Inhale, we raise up. Toes are going to come pointed forward. We're going to take a soft bend in that knee, hinging at the hips, letting the upper body fall forward like we did with that ragdoll. Hands softly come down to the mat, soft bend in those knees. And we're just going to shift that weight forward again, just like we did with the forward fold, only this is a wide leg forward fold. So our knees are soft, however bent they need to be to get those hands down. And again, I'm going to have you crawl those fingertips out, lengthening through the neck. Soft knees, lengthen, 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 lengthen. Take that weight out of the heels. And once again, we're just going to let that upper body just kind of hang and fall forward. Soft knees. Wide leg fold. Couple inhale, exhales here. And And on the next inhale, we're going to slowly roll the body up. Lifting through the arms, walking the feet in. Big inhale, we reach to the sky. Exhale, arms come down. And we inhale, bringing the hands to prayer. And we finished our warrior sequence. The little goddess mixed in for the day. Namaste. You should be feeling it. A little bit of work in the legs and the arms. Upper body, lower body, mixed everything in today.